The fall of arrogant Zionists. In the heart of the ancient land of Palestine, where olive trees whispered secrets of prophets long gone, stood the mighty fortress of arrogant Zion, a symbol of human arrogance and defiance against divine laws. Its rulers claimed invincibility, believing their wealth and military prowess would protect them forever. But unseen forces were at play, guided by the timeless wisdom of the Quran and Hadith. Point 1. Oppression leads to destruction. For decades, the leaders of arrogant Zion had oppressed the indigenous people, stealing their land, demolishing their homes, and silencing their voices. Yet, despite their dominance, cracks began to appear in their society. Corruption seeped into their courts, divisions weakened their unity, and their youth grew disillusioned by the lies fed to them since birth. A wise elder reminded his community, Allah does not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. The oppressed realized they needed to reclaim their faith, dignity, and resolve. Point 2. Arrogance and rejection of truth. The rulers of arrogant Zion dismissed calls for peace and justice, mocking those who spoke of divine retribution. They boasted, "We are untouchable. Our walls are impenetrable." Yet their arrogance blinded them to the suffering around them. One day, an old man stood before their gates holding a Quran and declared, "You have rejected the truth just like Pharaoh did." And remember what happened to him. His words echoed through the streets but fell on deaf ears. Little did they know, their rejection of truth was sealing their fate. Point 3. Alliances built on falsehood will collapse. Arrogant Zion's strength relied heavily on alliances with powerful nations across the seas. These allies promised unwavering support, lured by promises of profit and influence. However, tensions arose when greed took precedence over loyalty. Trade routes faltered, political scandals erupted, and public outrage grew worldwide. As the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "Falsehood cannot endure." The crumbling alliances left arrogant Zion isolated and vulnerable. Point 4. The role of the oppressed in turning the tide. Amid despair, hope emerged from the most unexpected place, the steadfastness of the oppressed. Families displaced for generations returned to rebuild their villages, fueled by faith and determination. Young activists spread awareness globally, exposing the crimes committed against humanity. Movements advocating for justice gained momentum, forcing even former allies of arrogant Zion to reconsider their stance. Inspired by Quranic verses like, "And we desired to show favor to those who were oppressed upon the earth," the oppressed found courage in unity and divine promise. Point 5. Divine justice prevails over all. Finally, the day arrived when the walls of arrogant Zion came tumbling down, not through brute force, but through the unraveling of its own sins. Natural disasters struck their industrial hubs, economic sanctions crippled their economy, and internal revolts exposed their fragility. The world watched as the once mighty fortress became a relic of the past. People gathered in prayer, thanking Allah for fulfilling His promise. If they commit injustice, then indeed we have prepared for them a painful punishment. Epilogue. The ruins of arrogant Zion served as a reminder to future generations. No matter how powerful a nation may seem, oppression, arrogance, and rejection of divine truths will inevitably lead to its downfall. Justice always prevails, and those who stand firm in faith and righteousness will inherit the earth.